Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present a reported speech from grade 12 compulsory English that is given in unit 9 grammar part. Now let me get started. Before I begin, I would like to request you all to subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed. Now let me get started. Reported speeches are the sentences spoken by the second person about what the first person said, and the second person they often report it to the third person. So reported speech, often called indirect speech, it's used to tell or share what someone said but without using the same words spoken by the person. Therefore, there should be some changes in pronoun, tense and time adverbials. न किनकि अगाडि भनिएको हुन्छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ अहिले पछाडि भन्दा चाहिँ त्यो पास्ट हुन्छ, त्यसलाई टेन्स चेन्ज गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ. फर्स्ट पर्सनले आई भनेको हुन्छ, वी हैव टु से ही or सी, राइट. इन दिस वे देयर शुड बी सम चेन्जेस इन रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. सो के चेन्ज हुन्छ हेरौँ यहाँ, right? I, if there is I, we should change it into he or she. We, they, our, their, my, his or her. Next, we can see the changes in time adverbials. Yesterday into the previous day, or the day before, tomorrow, the following day, today, that day, last week, the previous week. Then ago into before, but not before into ago. So changes of reporting verb in reported speech. There are some verbs which are changed, like asked, told, suggested, advised, warned, commanded, ordered, said, etc. So you see how they are changed. For example, if there are interrogative sentences or WH words or WH questions, then we can write asked, inquired, wanted to know. For example, do you like to have a cup of tea? Then we can write he wanted to know or he asked. In that way we can start with. So if there is said to, then we need to write told. Okay, said to by case we have to write told while writing or while changing it into reported speech. And if there is should, had better or why not, then we have to change that reporting verb into suggested or advised. Then warned, for the danger cases. Okay, don't do this, you may get electrocut. In that way you can write somebody warned or the person warned me not to do that. In that way that's called warning. कि डेन्जरस कुराबाट सेभ आफूलाई सेभ हुन अथवा सेभ गर्नको लागि इन्स्ट्रक्सन दिएको छ भने द्याट वी क्यान राइट वान्ट. नेक्स्ट इज थ्रेटन्ड, मीन्स इफ नट, राइट, I will do this. It means if you don't do this, I'll report it to your parents, I'll report it to your teacher. That's what you call threatening. Or if you don't give me some money, I will rob it, or I will steal it, or I will do something like that. Yeah, this is what you call threatening. यस्तो केसमा चाहिँ हामीले थ्रेटन लेख्न सक्छौँ. कमान्डेड, अर्डर आर आस्क्ड कुन केसमा लेख्ने? युज अफ इम्परेटिभ सेन्टेन्सेस. इन केस अफ इम्परेटिभ सेन्टेन्सेस लाइक गिभिङ अर्डर, गिभिङ कमान्ड, इफ यु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड इन द्याट वे यु क्यान राइट कमान्डेड, अर्डर, आस्क्ड. नेक्स्ट इज सेड. सेड छ भने वी हेभ टु राइट द सेम थिङ, सेड. प्रमिस्ड, if there is something convincing starting with if, that we can write promised. For example, if you become a good boy, I'll buy you some gifts for you. Then we can write he promised me that, we can write in that way. Now exclaimed with, in case of exclamatory sentences or the sentences that express emotions, we can start the reporting verb with exclaimed with there. For example, they said hurrah, we won the match. Here we can write the exclaimed with joy that they had won the match. These are some of the things or some of the verbs which are changed into reported speech, or the ways of changing the verbs in reported speech. Now we can see we change the tense also, transformation of speech or transformation of tense in reported speech. If it is simple present, we change it into simple past. For example, he said I play football, he said that he played football. Why we change the tense? That's important because the first person said this some time ago and the second person or third person said this sometime after, हैन, केही समय अगाडि र केही समय पछाडि भएको कारणले गर्दा there will be the change in the tense and pronoun. I told you because first person speaks and third person speaks or second person speaks. In that way there will be the differences. So present continuous, then if this is present continuous, it will be changed into past continuous. I'm playing football, he was playing football, right? And present perfect into past perfect. Even I have given you the structure of tense there. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, simple past, past perfect, past continuous, past perfect continuous. For example, I was playing football yesterday, he said that he had been playing football the previous day. Next, simple future into conditional, will into would, shall also would, not shall into should. Shall should be changed into would because it is the form of will. Next, future perfect into uh, conditional plus would have plus verb 3, right? Next is can into could, I told you, and other things like must or you see there, say starting with must, there are two ways to change. Later on also I'll tell you there are, if one is expressing duty, another is expressing our obligations. Okay, so in one condition it is changed into had to, another condition it is not changed, it remains same thing. For example, we must obey our elders, it is duty, and he said we must obey our elders, it will be changed into he said that we must obey our elders. In the past also we should have obeyed, or we should have obeyed, in the present time also we should obey them. So this is duty, it is not changed, that this must is not changed. But next, Ramita said he must arrive on time, then it will be changed into Ramita said that, or she said that, right, she had to arrive or he had to arrive on time. In that way we can change. Okay, um, then there are some conditions where we don't change the tense also. So these are the things like the verb starting with simple present, simple future, right? In such case we don't change. And other uh, cases, there are the sentences which are not changed into reported speech, or the tense that is not changed. In case of the things that expresses general truth, like the planets revolve around the sun, right, or the sun rises from the east, these sentences they don't get changed because the tense is not changed. It's because it's the universal fact or general truth. Next, if the verb they start with verb 5 form, a few simple future or present perfect, right? In that way, we don't change the tense of the sentence. For example, she says, or she will say, or she has said, I like strawberry ice cream. She will say that she likes strawberry ice cream. Only the pronoun can be changed, or pronoun will be changed. Other things they won't be changed. Next thing is that if it is about second or third conditional, also it is not changed. The verb of the second, the verb of the sentences in the unreal past. Okay, if it is second or third conditional, it can be changed. For example, he said, if I won a lottery, I would travel around the world. He said that that if you that he would travel around the world if he won the lottery. In that way, no need of changing these things. Next thing is that he said you had better be inside in such bad weather. If it is about using bad, sorry, had better, would, could, used, they are not changed, they remain same. For example, he said that I had better to be inside in such bad weather. These are the things. Okay, so these are some rules or important structures that you need to know before you go on doing or go on solving the exercises of reported speech. So here, quick sum up of the differences between direct and indirect speech. You can go through these things. Now, must, had to, must into must, I told you. Duty, that is had, must it remains. And if it is obligation, right, if it is obligation, that obligation always it is not important, and it is not always obligation, only contextual हुन्छ obligation. कहिले त्यो काम गर्नुपर्ने पनि हुन सक्छ, कहिले नगर्नुपर्ने पनि हुन सक्छ. That is what we have to write had to, change into had to. Duty हो, सधैँ गरिरहनु पर्ने बुझिन्छ. That is we have to write must without changing it. Now here are the textbook exercises given in the book there. Change the following sentences into reported speech. The principal said, you can phone from my office, Rita. The principal told Rita that she could phone from his office. You must not neglect your duty, said the teacher to the student. The teacher told the student that he must not neglect his duty. Or she must not neglect her duty. Also, you can write. The student said, sir, please grant me a leave for 2 days. The student requested sir to grant him or her a leave for 2 days, right? That is please, so you need to write requested. I say to her, go to school or you'll be fine. I want her to go to school or she would be fine. All right. Next, the headmaster said, don't make any noise, boys. The headmaster asked boys not to make any noise. Or forbade also we can write instead of asked here. Forbade पनि लेख्न सकिन्छ. Next, number F, you see, work hard if you want to rise up in life, said the old man. The old man said to work hard if I wanted to rise in life. He said goodbye, my friends. He bade his friends goodbye. Okay, so in case of saying goodbye, we can say bade, bidding goodbye. Number 8, He said to me, have a pleasant journey ahead. He wished me to have a pleasant journey ahead. Right? This is about wishing, so we can write the voting by wish. Don't give me the book, please, Sharmila said. Sharmila requested me not to give her the book. Right? Where have you been these days? She spoke on the telephone. She spoke on the telephone that where I had been those days. Where I had been, not where had I been. Where had I been? It will be again in the direct speech there. So next, number K, the teacher said, have you submitted your assignment, students? The teacher asked the students if they had submitted their assignment. Have into had, so it should be in the affirmative form. All right. Now next exercise that is given to you, it's about changing some verbs in that sentence, right? There are the exact words Dinesh said to you yesterday, and later on you have to tell to your friend what Dinesh told to you. So here, number 1 to 10, I have underlined or I have highlighted the verbs that I have changed. For example, I have just got engaged. So we can start with, he said that he had just got engaged. So I have just got engaged into, that is present perfect, into we change it into past perfect. And number 2, he got uh, he told me, right, that he was getting married next month, right? So we are getting married next month, so we can write he told me that he was getting married next month. Okay, in this way we can change the tense of the sentence. माथि कुन थियो sentence अथवा माथि कुन tense मा थियो, तल कुन tense मा change भयो, you can analyze it and you can see the differences. I hope you got the ideas about reported speech in this video. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any queries and confusion about the lesson, please feel free to write a comment in the comment section below. Bye everyone.